recording?
I don't have to tell you if I record or not.
You do, because we're not going ahead.
I've actually checked by law, and as a member of the public, I don't have to inform you if I'm recording.
I'm just asking because if you are,
I'm not going
then
to
I'm not
answer.
willing to go ahead with.
I will not
this meeting.
answer.
What's the earphone for?
The earphones are for me to be able to answer my phone if it rings.
Well, surely you'll be able to hear your phone if it rings.
No.
Why not?
Because whilst the earphones are on, the phone does not ring.
Well, we're not in a position to go ahead if we believe.
You know, whilst I'm here, as I said to you many times, I have been sexually assaulted in this building. You're refusing to put an official recording, which we asked for. I haven't finished my sentence.
I'm really worried that your husband is controlling you and
I'm not interested.
monitoring every conversation you have, so that you never get an opportunity to be on your own.
I have been on my own here. Are you going to let me finish my sentence?
I am extremely worried for your safety.
For my safety?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I have been in a relationship with my husband for 20 years now. And I have never suffered any sort of violence from him. We have been assessed by extremely professional psychiatrists and
that you've wanted them to go to school and the doctors, and it's always been Dad that has stopped. That Dad is abusive.
But
control.
I said that.
Yes.
I'll have to hear that from him, not from you. We've come here for the contact as a matter of emergency. Can we please discuss that? I have come here on many of occasions on my own. I have come here without recordings before 14th of September. I have been sexually.
Don't believe that is true.
Are you going to let me finish my sentence?
I feel like you're saying this in order because you're being recorded. You're recording.
If I record for my own safety.
Can I ask where
and
your phone
I
is?
have
Where
been.
Is your phone?
It's in my pocket.
Show me.
No, I'm not going to show you my
So
phone.
your phone's linked up to your earphones. You're recording us
well,
right
that's what
now,
usually works. You're
live streaming to your husband so he can hear you now. That's
Sorry,
correct,
no,
isn't
I'm
it?
not. If I record you, I'll record you for my own safety, for prevention of crime, as I have been advised by a police officer on the 16th of September.
So
now,
it's
I have been
our privacy, you recording us, and for that reason we can't go ahead and have these conversations.
Phones are not here. I won't be able to phone the police if I have to, phone emergency mental health crisis. The security here has actually been part of a sexual assault on me on the 14th, and they have been harassing me here
they're
throughout.
brand new security guards who are in today.
They are. Well, yeah. I don't see any difference.
So if you don't trust us and you believe that we're going to harm you in any sort of way, you can seek support.
Do you know on the 31st, on the 31st of September in court, Mr. Spain has stood up and said that social services have
Children's North East stopping your contact because
no information about the sexual assault here on the 14th.
They asked you on the 9th, not
where you have stopped my contact because of that. So could you please tell me why should I trust you? Anyway, we're here to discuss the contact, so could you please tell me what is
so Children's North East have shared that you have recorded them on Thursday the 9th, which you recorded them saying to you that they do not give permission for you to record, and you have recorded anything. That is a breach of the expectations that you signed, that you would not record. So they're not willing, is their human rights to supervise. So now we are stuck in a really difficult position because you were declining children's social care support to supervise and facilitate your time for your daughter.
Well, I haven't
and now you have an
recorded
independent organisation now refusing because of your behaviour. So that puts
so who do you want to supervise your family time?
Well, as I've been saying, that I would like the contact to be taken place in an independent contact centre.
And we've told you that can't happen. That cannot happen. Children North East have refused.
Well, there are other centres. There's Barnados. There's lots of other organisations.
We need security present, and there isn't secure.
Well, you need security for me and the baby.
Because, well, we know that you were recording last week.
I haven't been recording.
So who took the recording on Thursday then?
Well, as you I can comment on that. I haven't
Well, I think you
been
need to
recording.
comment on it. Who took the recording last
Well, I
Thursday?
don't know. As I said,
wasn't
I
in the
haven't
room,
put.
and he wasn't in the room, and you were the one that will have the conversations with.
I don't understand why you are so hostile. Do you know, in the first place, all the recordings I have taken in that building, which I have recorded every single contact session from the 14th of September.
Yeah. So
By
you
law,
signed an agreement that you wouldn't do that.
okay.
So that was.
And you haven't kept to that agreement on the first place.
And now you are putting all the pressure on. And if you were in that room, only you.
Well, but I
So
don't
you
have
need
to
to
be
take some
recording it myself.
responsibility
I
about
think it's actually JR.
And
It's not.
if you are, you know, wanting to record, you need to make sure when children's office are asking you that you're honest with them, so then they can make a decision to go ahead and supervise your time or not. And they've chosen not to.
Sorry, as I said, I haven't recorded the session.
So who has?
Well, you have to contact Junior.
So was he there secretly? Was he listening secretly then?
I think he has sent you a communication in regards to that. I can't comment.
So where do we go from here? If
Well,
children's
that's
office
up to
are not
you.
willing, you know, you're saying it wasn't you.
What
so
would
you've got
you
no
like to do?
Control. You've got no control.
Okay, what would you like us to do in this situation?
So you're not in control of what is being recorded. So JR could be recording you, your husband could be recording you. You're not aware of that. That really worries us.
What is your problem with the recordings in the first place?
Because you're uploading them onto YouTube.
But they haven't been uploaded before you stopped Junior's contact in the first place.
This is about the contract that you signed. You've breached expectations.
You have breached the contract of expectation as well.
Don't
Okay?
turn it round,
I
don't
haven't
deflect,
recorded.
and don't put the blame on other people. You need to think about what you're doing. So right now, you are recording, okay? In the expectations, we've said that you're not to record. You've continued to do that. So that's an invasion of the privacy of the professionals that you're working with. And as a result, Children North East are saying they are
Okay,
no
so
longer
what
willing to
do you
supervise
want?
it.
What do you want to do now?
So who can supervise your family time?
Well,
The only option left is the
look,
local
I would like
authority.
my children back home today, and I don't want to be coming into this building or any contact
You know what, the
supervision.
first thing you need to do is actually work with her and cooperate with her.
Okay.
And you're not even doing that.
And how do you want me to do that when you don't even offer me appointments to come here to cooperate with you?
Well, the first one is about not recording in your family time. If you're saying it wasn't you, and we're aware that there was nobody else in the room, so it had to be, the recording had to be on you. And if you're saying you're not aware of that, then I'm really worried that that's been secretly planted somewhere in your bag or your clothing for that to happen.
And what do you think
or
the
even live
purpose?
streaming. So
What do you
you've got
think?
no control over that. So I
Okay.
really struggle to how we can move forward. Because if you're saying it wasn't you recording, we could have a conversation to see if it was you. Could you stop? And if you said yes,
well,
then we'll speak
okay,
to
as I
Children's
said, I
North East.
haven't recorded that session. Okay, so what do you want to do from here?
So someone's planted that on you, and are you aware?
No.
Okay, so they're doing it secretly then. So how can we possibly ensure that the children are safe when they're with you?
Sorry, excuse me?
How can we make sure that the children are safe when they're around you if you're not even aware of who has planted some recording device on you?
So are you referring to the contact session?
Yeah.
And how could a recording of the contact session put the children at risk?
It could. You know.
Well, what do you think the reason would be if my husband, Junior, or any member of the family recorded the session? What do you think the reason for it is?
Will you tell us?
Well, I don't know. You're meant to be the social worker.
What is your motivation? What are you hoping to get out of? Because all I can see is your family time being stopped, and I don't understand what your motivation is.
I tell you what, my motivation, why I recorded the sessions that I have recorded, and as I said, I've offered to stick to the judge, is to show that the contact notes have been manipulated, that they are not truthful, and that the incidents that happen during the contact sessions are either made up or caused by supervisors or social workers. So it's a prevention of crime.
Instead of doing that, why don't you follow the court directions and write your statement, which will address all of your concerns?
And how is that going to prove that you have lied? As you said to me personally, it is two social workers or two contact supervisors statement against mine. So I put myself in a situation where it's two contact supervisors or two contact supervisors statement against my recording.
Can I just say,
which is
Sabrina's
independent
never said that
evidence.
it's two against your views.
Mhm.
So that's not been said.
Sorry?
That's not been said.
Sabrina has said that to me very, very clearly.
Well, I
It's
said
two.
two against one.
It's two contact social workers, two contact supervisors or two social workers
Mm.
words against you,
Children
which in
North
court
East,
will always obviously believe the two
they're an
professionals.
independent service, so they've got nothing to do with the local
Okay,
authority.
but they have lied, they have made up stories, they have made
It's funny
allegations
you
up.
say that every single person that you've worked with has
Well,
lied.
if I can give you an example. Now, I will not be disputing a truthful statements. For example, when it was said that I said during contact that I have made a comment that Charlene wouldn't be my friend if she was the last person on earth. I have said that, and I will repeat that, and I do believe that, because she does not have the character of a person that I would like to be a friend with.
And that's perfectly
And at the
fine,
same
because
contact
my role,
session, it was
my
said
role is to
that
safeguard
I'll
your children, and your children will always be my
during that
priority.
same contact session, the contact supervisor's written that I has made a statement, you and Daddy are not being nice to the social workers. When he didn't say that. He said, Charlene said you and Daddy are not being nice. Which, as you can see, is a very, very big difference when you present these documents in court.
Right.
Do you
So then
see?
why don't
So
you?
that's why
don't you
it's
write your
perjury in
statement?
court. No, it's my statement.
Because the court is not going to listen to your recordings.
No, my
right?
statement will not
But
be
your court will read
evidence.
your statement.
They will read my statement, but they don't have to believe me. As you said, it's two contact supervisors against my word, which, as you know very well, will not be believed.
Professionals.
So if I have a recording of that, it's an independent evidence that cannot be ignored.
Are you going to do your statement? Because we've got to respond to it tomorrow.
That's up to me if I write a statement.
But then the judge has got nothing from
now,
you, no evidence from
The
you.
barrister of the Guardian in October has said for you to compromise with the parents and arrange the contact sessions in an independent venue with independent contact supervisors with independent recordings. Please do that now.
I mean, I worry that you're deliberately, your motivation is to sabotage your family time in order to gather evidence on what I don't know, but all it's doing is restricting you from seeing your children. And all we're asking is for you to not record.
Why don't you arrange a contact supervision with independent recording that you can be in control of? But I don't feel safe coming into this building. Do you understand that? I don't feel safe. Number one, you lie. Number two, I have been attacked. Number three, my husband has been attacked. Number four, now my son's reputation has been damaged, and you have accused him of stuff he hasn't done by you. You have ruined reputation of every single member of our family. You have put our life at risk by going around my neighbors and accusing us of sexual assault in regards to our children.
We're talking about your daughter and your family time. Okay, and how we can move this forward.
Well, how could we move forward where your contact supervisors do not interfere with contact and do not make false reports? You tell me the solution, and we can take
is to
it
not
forward.
record,
And how
to
is that
stick
going to ensure that they will not lie in the contact notes? Because they have
It's
lied.
just interesting that you're saying that it's every single person that's supervised.
No, I'm
the
not
family
saying it's
time.
every single contact supervisors. But when I see that there is false statements in contact notes, then I will make that.
So what are we going to do
obvious.
then? If Children North East aren't willing to supervise, it'll be Charlene and Poppy who offer to supervise the family time.
Well, I will not agree for Charlene and Poppy to contact the supervisor.
What about
She is the biggest lie I've ever met in my
What
life.
about the family time team then? So, you know, who previously supervised
Well,
it?
they were not much better. Look,
So
do you
what
know
do you
I had
want?
1 year of contacts in Highbury Crescent Contact Centre in Islington, London. Are you aware that I have not made a single complaint about their service? And it wasn't this is not two same contact supervisors. I'm talking about an army of different contact supervisors throughout a whole 1 year of sessions, which took place at their center, which took place in parks, which takes in different cities. We even took Junior for a day out into Hastings, I think. So are you telling me that this is Gateshead? So Highbury, London will not lie and Gateshead will?
We are not in a position to move your family time forward into the community, because actually from today
I'm
I
not
am
asking
even more
you.
worried about you and about people
You're
implanting
not
recording
more-
devices on you
I-
without you being
look,
aware.
If my family is recording me when I go out, it's to protect my safety, because we have all
Wow.
been assaulted in this building. You are denying a sexual assault that took place on me in this building on the 14th of September.
So why do your family need to record you to ensure that you're safe?
Well, because you are putting me in dangerous situations. I have been sexually assaulted in this building. You are denying the incident. You're denying the fact that me talking about the incident has caused you stop my contact for 1 month. And you're putting me at risk.
No, that's totally not true. at
Yes,
all.
it is true.
No, true. Nobody stopped your contact for a month because you've reported
Yes, you
sexual
have.
assault.
Yes.
If you've reported
You
sexual
have
assault
made a
to the
statement
police,
to
then
court
you
that
need-
me
you
talking
need
about
to
the
pursue
sexual
that
assault
allegation.
was inappropriate in front of children.
But that-
Yet on the 31st, Mr. Spain said that assault did not take place. He doesn't know anything about it. And
because you've said you've reported the police and the police haven't shared any information
but
about
I told
that.
you about it.
So you've told the court that you reported that to the police and that was
Yes,
being
I have.
investigated.
Yes.
And if you seriously believe you've been sexually
Mhm.
assaulted, then I am telling you that you need to report that to the police.
I have, and I told you
Yeah.
about it. Did you ever have a discussion about how it makes me
So
feel when I
nobody
come
stopped
into
your
this
family time
building?
because you reported something to the
Yes,
police,
you
because
have.
we have no evidence that you've reported
You
anything to
have
the police.
stopped. No, you're twisting my words. I have said that you have stopped my contact because in your statements, I don't know exactly which one of you written that, you said that there was inappropriate conversations during a contact session. There were adult conversations that. Now the conversation was about the sexual assault
I
which
would-
you're denying took place.
The same as
Mhm.
the inappropriate conversations. I urge you, your personal opinion to me, keep out of your family time. Make it fun and happy and memories. I don't know
You
why
want me to remember this?
the 90 minutes that you've got, you choose to talk about me and your negative opinions to children
Charlene,
social care.
You wouldn't be
It's
a
really-
part of our
it's-
family conversations.
It's
Trust
really
me. If you
emotionally
didn't
harming
get
your
involved
children.
in our life
You
and
are
abuse my
dragging
children.
your children into your dispute with the local authority. And that's what
Okay,
we're trying
so
to
how
avoid.
could you please make sure that the contact notes from the contact sessions will not be falsified or untruthful? And how you can make sure that there will be no interruptions, no men coming into the room making inappropriate sexual comments. There is no 6 doors, which I don't know who is going to come in and out from. There is.
If
sorry,
you
the
allow
dust.
me to go into
Please.
the family time, I will be able to see whether the notes actually are.
But you
what
are
was
the
happening.
biggest liar I have ever met in my life.
So how can I, what you asking
Well,
me,
you can't
how
because
can I
you are a
prove that
liar.
they're not accurate?
You do nothing but lie.
So
Nothing.
Who would you want to supervise your
I
family
would
time?
like an independent contact supervisor, same like I have experience in London, that did
Right.
not make false.
So
statements in
children
an
north east
independent
are
venue.
refusing, so what are you going to do
Well,
about it?
there are different contact centres, there are different contact supervisors. There is Bernardo's, then NSPCC, there is Coram, there is many
So I
others.
think moving forward, we will continue to offer you family time, me and Poppy supervising, or a family support worker, and
A
it's
family
your
support
choice.
worker will absolutely not.
And it's your choice whether you accept that, whether you can actually put your views and opinions of me and other contact workers to one side and prioritise your children by attending
How is
family
that
time.
going
So
to
that's what was going to be
ensure?
offered for you.
Okay, how is that going to ensure the truthfulness of the contact notes and my safety in this building?
Your children, your time with your children should be your priority, and that's what we're willing to promote.
So my safety and feeling secure in this building is not your
I can
concern
give you
whatsoever.
my 100% word. If I thought that your
Mhm.
safety was in jeopardy, I would be the first one to support you and help you and alert
Well, you have heard
professionals.
me saying from October that I have been sexually assaulted in this building. You've never asked me about it.
And you have said you have reported that to the police?
Yes, I have. Still, you did not show any concern about that.
So if you are so concerned,
You went and
not
you put
think
me in
you
a
need
room
the
with 6
police?
doors when you very well know I'm concerned about 2. You have put me in. You put
Where?
the same
Which room with
security
6
officer.
doors? What room with 6
The
doors?
G56 has 6 doors. Haven't you seen the documents and the pictures?
There's not 6 doors
There is
in
6
there.
doors there. Judge, you unfortunately missed 31st of January case
It's
where
4 doors.
Mrs.
In
There
the
is 6
doors
doors.
in the
There
rooms
is
being
6 doors.
in the rooms being identified due to the health and
Judge
safety
Scully
risk.
said during the court case on the 31st, she said 6 doors and she has seen photographs of the room. 6 doors is not appropriate. Toys in front of doors is not appropriate. People barging into the room is not appropriate.
So who
Dust in
who's
the room.
barged into the room?
Many
then?
people. Contact supervisors, social workers, people from 2-3 different doors opens the door asking, or do you have a bouncer? Now when that happens after the experience in this building, I don't feel safe, I don't feel comfortable, plus my contact sessions are disrupted at all times. Okay? I have sent the pictures to the court. I have said that room makes me feel very uncomfortable. The
you
first
put in a statement?
few months, the heat in that room was absolutely making me not even be able to breathe in that room. And now I'm pregnant, I feel even worse, and I don't feel happy in that room. I've asked you to change the room literally every time I've
How
spoken
do
to
you
you.
plan on telling the children?
About what?
You're pregnant.
That's none of your business. Now,
What do we tell the children on the back of this? That you are recording and uploading it to YouTube, so children obviously have said that they won't supervise anymore.
well, you can find the
would we tell the
different
children
contact
that?
supervisors and you can find the different
Why
contact.
don't you just stop recording and that would just be much easier?
Well, because you're not guaranteeing me that there will be no lies
But
in
what
the
if
contact notes
we
and
do
my
find
safety.
another independent and you start recording them and they say they don't want to? Where do we stand now?
Okay, well, why don't you find them and we can sit down and have a discussion how I know contact centers, it's not illegal to record the sessions. They can put their own recording and they can keep them themselves.
What you've recorded is actually them saying to you they don't give consent. So you've actually uploaded a conversation where they're saying they don't give consent and they would
Look,
not
Mrs. Chowdhury, I tell you what, I agree.
You knew the consequences,
I agree
so you've done
with
this
Mrs.
deliberately
Chowdhury,
to
the barrister,
sabotage your own
for
family
the
time with
Guardian.
your daughter.
Well, as I
which is
said to you, I
extremely
didn't record that.
concerning. Oh, I do believe it's your husband.
Well, you can believe whatever you want. I agree with Mrs. Chowdhury. She said independent center, independent contact supervisors, independent recording. I don't have
Are
the
you talking
recording,
about this
so-
proceedings? This
Yes,
proceedings
you
today?
don't remember
Chowdhury.
Mrs. Chowdhury.
So you're doing
I
this
think it was
deliberately to
28
jeopardise your family time
No, I am
to
not
get it in
doing
an
anything
independent
to
venue.
deliberately sabotage anything.
That's exactly what I'm hearing right now.
No, I have been recording the sessions for my safety and to be able to prove in court that if there is false information in the contact notes, I will be able to prove that. Now, since I've signed the agreement, I have not recorded the sessions, but I can see that you have lied in the contact notes. You have damaged my son's reputations. You have lied about my husband. You have lied about me. The contact notes have been read. They've been checked. And because you have lied, especially when you said that he emotionally abused his brothers during the contact sessions, I think that was the last straw of the situation. You have abused.
He's bullying.
He does not.
He's pushing him.
No, he
He's
did
pushing
not.
him. He's hitting
No,
him.
he did
He's
not.
kicking him in the stomach. He's calling him a
He's
a
done
freak.
what?
He's kicking him in the stomach. He's
What?
calling him a freak. Yes, he's not.
Kicked him in the stomach
Yes, he
and he
has.
called him a freak.
Yes, he's not being nice to him.
Charlene, he has recorded that. This has never happened.
Not
He's
in
never-
family time. Not in family time. In placement, he's not being nice.
In what placement?
In foster care, he's not being nice to him.
Who?
Is not being nice. And in the contact notes, there's times where he's told him to
So
get
you
away.
said And Junior has abused.
No. And he's gone to the corner and he's stood in the corner. And you've had to ask him to come back.
No. You put in your statement that it was Junior that abused Raya whilst he barged into a room. That's what I'm
So
talking
you
about.
weren't there, I was there,
Junior has
Astria was
recorded
there,
this.
and Shiam was there. So you weren't there.
Goy was upset with you, not Junior. You have put in your statement that Junior barged into a room and emotionally abused and made
He
Raya feel
intimidated
strange.
him, he did, yes.
How did he do that?
He said.
How?
Well, if
I
you've
have
got
seen
the
the
recordings,
recording
then,
and I
then
did
you'll
not see
know.
that.
Then you will know. I'm not here to explain that. We're here to see how we can progress your family time with the children that do attend.
And can you explain to me, at home, the children have never fought with each other. They have never argued with each other. You telling me that Al has kicked her in the stomach?
That is what Nana said.
Can you please explain to me, how the hell did you get my children to fight with each other?
Nobody's getting your children.
Well,
to
they've
fight
never
with each
done
other.
that in the house.
Okay,
So since they got in the
one of
foster carer,
so
you're accusing my children of...
in the contact notes, there is reference of you trying to address his behaviour towards.
Yes, because he's obviously very upset.
And he's obviously very upset in the foster care
Could
as
you
well.
explain to me why did I go into one of the contact sessions with a black eye?
That the one where he fell out of his bed?
He fell out of his bed. He does not remember that.
So he told me that.
He told you that.
And Dan confirmed the story.
Okay. What about last week? He came to the contact session with sunglasses on, and he had black eyes under the shades. He wouldn't.
So your
easily take
14-year-old
it off.
child is finding his own identity, his own views, and his own preferences. So he said repeatedly he wants to keep his glasses on. He likes Michael Jackson. He likes Minecraft, and he's finding himself.
Yeah, I know, but he
instead
would
of
never
promoting
refuse.
that, you are insinuating there's something under his glasses. You asked him to
He's
remove his
never
glasses,
in his
and
whole
he
life
refused.
refused
And he's
to
refused
take his
because
sunglasses
he
off
didn't
for me
want
to
to
see his
remove
eyes.
them.
Why?
He just wanted you to
that's
accept
what's
that he
strange
wanted to
for
wear
me.
them.
I was looking at him very carefully, and
Yeah.
I was trying to look why.
And
He's never before
and he wanted
refused to
you
take them
to
off.
just accept that he wanted to wear his glasses.
I'm sorry. My son, in 14 years, has never refused to show me his haircut, to show me his eyes, or if I've asked him, can you put these sunglasses on, see how you look, to take it off, to put it on. From the side, it looked like he's got a bruise. And I know for a fact that you have told them not to express any concerns, not to talk about injuries, because you told him, Mommy said, you're pressurizing
when
her,
your video
which
on
is
your
a lie.
daughter's genitals in family time, that is extremely concerning. So
How
that
is
was
that?
why photos and videos were stopped. And the fact that you are all now uploading on YouTube.
Look, you're
I am
making this up
worried.
as you go. Yes, you are.
Right, we need to move forward. Okay.
Yes.
What can we do?
As I said, Mrs. Chowdhury said, independent venue, independent contact
Who's
supervisors,
Mrs. Chowdhury?
independent
Are we
recording.
talking about
She was
the last previous
a barrister. No, it was
Known
just
as,
proceedings.
yeah, one of the Guardian's barristers, wasn't it?
The Guardian
Many
in
years
October,
ago.
I think it was in October, she said independent venue, independent
So,
contact
as
supervisors,
per-
independent recording.
As per
You
our
take the
statement-
recording, and the judge agreed with her as well, and you said you're going to look into it. So I agree with that.
So we agreed that we'd look into those independent things. So we've got Children North East who are no longer willing to support.
Well, there's Barnados, there's
independent buildings. Well, the majority are owned by Gateshead Council, such as
And
children's
also, you
centres.
have clearly told me that the contact sessions will be supervised by Children North East here temporarily, and then we can move on to the independent centre. Now, you've never have done that.
Yeah, and we haven't moved on to an independent centre because Children North East and the local authority believe that it's not safe enough.
Okay. I truly cannot agree with you because, as I said to you, I had 1 year of contact supervision with one contact supervisor, throughout 1 year in an independent venue without security, with not a single complaint from us or the contact
That was
center.
16 years ago.
Yes,
so
it was.
you're saying that you're worried about your safety. Children's North East are worried about their safety as well.
Okay, their
Staff
safety
are
has
worried
never
about their
been
safety
put
as well.
at risk.
So
The only people that have been put at risk
so
and
you're
have been
worried about your
assaulted is
safety.
me, my
Staff have
husband,
got
and
a
my
right to worry
children.
about theirs, and we're not willing to progress any family time
Independent venue,
Into
independent
an-
contact supervisors, and independent recording, which you can keep. You cannot put it on
But-
YouTube then.
Well, I think we need to rein it back in. Family time is unlikely to go ahead on Wednesday, so talking about another room and another venue and
Are you going
doors
to-
and windows, we need to look about the here
Well,
and now.
as I said to you, I agree with the barrister for the Guardian from the October, Mrs. Chowdhury. I think her suggestion was absolutely spot on.
But then have
And
you read the
it will
the
guarantee
statement
everyone's
since then
safety.
that explains why that hasn't happened. And that's what you need to read. The reason why we haven't progressed it.
No, look, this is happening because you have not ensured our safety. You have not ensured that the contact notes are being done properly. You haven't listened to the judge. Judge Scully
I just think
on
it's
the
interesting
31st
that you didn't
said
believe what the local authority
6
was saying,
times,
and now it's
this
children
case
North
has
East.
become very, very heated case. She said to the barrister for yourselves, please do something to decrease the heat in this case. Now,
All
Mrs.
you're
Chowdhury
doing is
said,
escalating it.
compromise. You have not compromised anything. You have not compromised in regards to me feeling safe in this building. You have not compromised in
Would you
to
like a
stop
security guard
lying.
inside the room with you? Would that
Have
make you
you
feel
lost
safer?
your mind?
So how can a different room make
Are you
feel
going to
safer?
arrange a female security guard in the room?
Would you like that?
Well, that could have been suggested to me months ago,
So
but
I'm
it
suggesting
hasn't.
it now.
You're
If
suggesting
that was possible,
a
would you-
female security.
if that was possible,
If it was a female security guard and one contact supervisors, I could consider that. But it will have to be an independent contact supervisor, and it will have to be an independent venue. And I truly, truly don't understand. You know, when I go into Tesco, and there is cameras all over the building,
and are you
I
being
don't
recorded by
go-
your husband in Tesco?
I don't go to the information desk and say, could you please switch off the cameras because I'm concerned about my privacy. They recording to protect my safety. They recording to protect their staff. They recording to protect the goods. Protect
then
everyone, and it's a
deflect-
prevention of crime. Why don't you want to independently record the sessions?
Because we don't believe that we should be doing that.
Why not?
Just think of the impact on your children if they know that you're sitting there recording them.
I've asked that
They're
guy.
not
He
going
does
to
not
relax. They're
mind.
not going to settle into family time. They're not going to have any natural conversations.
And they do in front of two strange people that sit in the literally within 2 meters of us.
Can you not put this feud to one side and focus
No,
on
because you're lying.
and focus on
You're
your
lying
children?
in the contact notes. You're lying in your statements. You're
Because
lying
this
to me
kind of
now.
Blackmail of like, well, if you don't do this, then
But you're
we're not gonna do
blackmailing me.
that. Nobody's backing. We had an agreement and you've signed it.
I
If
would
you
like
didn't
to
want to agree
feel
to it, then don't.
safe.
You shouldn't have signed it.
I would like to be safe wherever I am in my life. If I come here, if I go to my house, if I go to
But
Tesco,
you've
I
agreed
like to
not
feel
to
safe,
record family time.
and you've agreed not to lie, and you've agreed not to interfere with the contact sessions, and you've agreed with lots of other
So
stuff.
this is a breach of expectations, and the result
Okay.
of Children's North East has warned you by the recording that you've uploaded, actually pre-warning you that this is going to be the consequences if you've done that. And I do
Charlene,
believe
would you like to
that-
be recorded
that you
by a
are-
special branch police from London?
that you are deliberately sabotaging it, either you or your husband, in order for you not to see your children, and that's really
I'm
worrying.
not deliberately sabotaging anything, as I said. I have recorded sessions for my own safety, as I was advised by a police officer.
In
Number two, I haven't recorded the sessions after I've signed the contract of expectation, which I since have torn, because you have not kept to it.
And are you worried about your safety when you're
Yes.
in family time with
Yes, I am. I feel
But we
I
shouldn't be
feel
wo-
concerned about my safety every time I come in through the doors to this building.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel like that.
I don't think you are, because I've told you this before and you've never done anything to make me feel safe. In fact, you made it worse.
Okay. So I'll offer you on Wednesday, if you would like to put a name to whoever's recording you, and then we can discuss it on Wednesday if you would like.
Sorry, no, I don't think I would like to come here to discuss any more issues like that. As I said, bar is there for the local authority, independent recordings, independent contact center, independent venue.
Would you like to write to the children?
Sorry?
Would you like to write
No,
to
I
the
don't want to
children?
write to the children. I would like you to arrange contact for today at 3:30.
Well, that's not happening today.
I really worry that you believe this, whatever your motivation is going to get an outcome where we're going to suddenly change
But why
family
don't
time.
you? Why you're not willing to do anything?
So
And
family
you're not
time,
willing to do
the
anything.
room needs booked. There's a lot of families that we supervise.
Mhm.
So rooms need booked. The Children's North East are supervising other family times, so they need a slot. So it is unrealistic for you to turn around and say Friday tomorrow at 3:30 for your benefit when a
But
lot
you've
goes
had,
into
you
arranging
really had
family times.
since October to have this arranged. I'm getting
Family time
very,
is
very
arranged
tired.
Mondays, Wednesdays and Thursdays at set times
Mhm.
with independent contact workers in a consistent room. So
Have you shared these views with the independent social worker who's doing the parent assessment as well?
Sorry?
Have you shared your views with the
She hasn't
independent?
contacted me to share any
Right,
views with
okay.
her.
Because that's another independent person and an independent psychologist who have nothing to do with us at
Well, as
all.
I said, I will not be seeing Dr. Swart
Why?
because I don't agree that I need a psychological assessment.
Well, that's directed from the court. So,
Um,
it's your choice.
No, I'll be seeing my own psychologist. I will not be seeing Dr. Swart. We've made that clear to the court.
And will you see the independent worker to do the parent
Sorry,
assessment?
we've come here to discuss the contact. Now, I do not obviously agree that contact should be stopped and I want to see the children as soon as possible. So does my husband, but we need to deal with it today and we need to deal with it now. Now,
I
I
agree.
don't feel safe coming here. You have not suggested anything that could help that.
Well, Children North East asked you on Thursday not to record and upload it onto YouTube. You did.
No, I haven't.
So somebody has planted that device on you, recorded you secretly without you knowing, and then they've uploaded that onto YouTube secretly without you knowing. Is that right?
Well, as I said, I haven't recorded the sessions anyway. If you're going to stop my contact today, because that's
we're
how
not
it sounds,
stopping it. We
I'm
have got
going to make the
nobody
C2
available to
application to the
supervise
court
it.
today.
We've got nobody available to supervise it.
Who can supervise it then? If you're refusing our independent service, if you're refusing social workers, if you're refusing
I'm not
family
refusing
time
independent
team,
service. I would like an independent service. That's what I've been asking from beginning. Now, Caroline and Bernadette has actually said to me that all they've done was following your instructions. So if you can please arrange an independent service and instruct them properly and have an independent recording, could be a video recording, independent venue, I don't have a problem. Do you see?
So
As I've been saying, independent
Children's
venue,
North East have
independent
followed
recording.
instructions, which are to supervise your family time 3 times a week and stop it if they feel like it's any
So
appropriate. And record
okay.
any concerns
Yes.
and interruptions.
So the recordings are false and made up and untruthful. Have you instructed them to make those?
Have you ever contacted me to tell me that you disagree with the recordings?
Well, I believe I have said that to you, and I believe that I said that that's one of the
you've never
reasons why I was
contacted me and told
recording.
me that you want to discuss anything about any recordings.
Mhm. Is it possible for me to step out and call my solicitor and ask him for advice?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
can. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Right, just to make it clear, we don't want to stop family time,
Mhm.
right? And this is why we wanted to meet you today,
Mhm.
to look at what we can do
Mhm.
to progress with the family time, because this is the issue that we're faced with today.
Mhm.
So what can we do?
Okay. As I said to you many times, independent venue, independent contact supervisor, independent recording. which I don't have an access
And
to.
how can we be sure that you're not going to then produce this recording?
Because you're going to have it. The contact supervisors will have it. Obviously, if I step out of here today without having something agreed, I will be making application to the court because my
That's
children
fine.
must see us.
And you've got a right
Now,
to
if
do
you
that.
have the independent recording, whoever is supervising the session can be responsible for it and they can have it. I won't have it to upload it anywhere. If there is a dispute,
But
obviously,
then-
if I say in court that I want the recording to be provided to the court, then you're going to have to do that.
But then you might be recording that anyway because you record secretly without yourself even being aware.
Okay.
So
You will not win this case, whatever you do. As I said, I think you had an impression for whatever reason that we just, stupid bunch of idiots.
This is not
that-
about
Not at
winning.
all.
This is about the best interest of our
well, you
children.
have not
It's
done
not
anything in
winning.
the best interest of my
It's not
children.
winning. It's not a game. It's real life. These are
Okay,
your children's long-term
Don't
plans.
you think that I don't know that?
I'm worried that you're in a position that, your husband's in it here and you're stuck in the middle dictating, he's dictating what to say. And it must be really difficult for you.
What is very, very difficult for me is watching my children being abused in your care for 6 months now. What is very difficult for me is having to put up with the lies that you're putting in your documents and your statements. What is very difficult for me is the fact that you're telling me that you're concerned about certain issues without ever discussing it with me.
I'm
I have
discussing
come-
with you now and I have wrote my
I
statement
have
because I felt it really difficult
I have
to
come-
have time
I
with you
have
alone.
come into this building many times on my own, without earphones in my ear, without the telephone in my hand, and I have given you opportunity to discuss certain issues with me, which you refused. In fact, one of the appointments you've offered for my husband, I came on my own. I did not have earphones, did not have a phone on. You did not take the opportunity to discuss
why did you do
any
that?
issues
Why did you
with
come
me.
instead of your husband?
Because he didn't come and he's asked me to give you a letter for him on his behalf, and I came to do that. And
Do
obviously,
you know what
had
Dad said that
1
you
hour.
would never, if Dad tells you to do something and you didn't agree, you would still do it. You
don't
and
think-
she would do everything Dad tells him, and I do worry.
Well, I don't know if he said that to you.
I do worry. I do worry for your safety.
I don't think you do, because number one, you've never asked me about that before. You have made conclusions by presumptions.
I've asked you several times.
Well, and I said to you, there is no such thing. I have had a very happy relationship with my husband for 20 years, with no concerns, with not a single allegation of domestic violence. And if we make any decisions at home, we make them together.
It's not just domestic violence, domestic violence isn't just physical abuse, it's emotional harm, and that is what my biggest worry is.
So why there has never been an appointment offered to me
Well,
to...
because you have declined everything.
I haven't declined
You
appointments.
have.
I have come here. I have even come here on appointments
So we're
where
talking
my
about it
husband is
now?
meant to be here. We've come here for the contact, and I need
Mhm.
that resolved today. As I said, from when I leave from here, I'll be making applications
You
to
can
the
go
court.
and speak to your solicitor then, make an application. We
Um,
will go away and speak to our manager and solicitor as well.
Junior's promised an appointment to discuss your concerns about
I'll
his
speak
behavior.
to Junior about that. This is about your family.
I would like to know why you have claimed in court that you made an appointment for him and he didn't turn up.
Okay.
And he
I'll
has
speak-
never
I'll
been
speak to him
offered
about
an
that. We're
appointment.
talking about your family.
Yes, but in the meantime, I would like to know why you refused to give him an appointment to discuss your concerns. Because if you
I'm
have
not prepared to talk to you about
an appointment for my
situation
son,
with your son. Yeah, it's a different matter.
okay. You see, if you have offered him the appointment and he had come and you have resolved the problem, he wouldn't probably have felt hurt to that extent that he done what he done. So again, your incompetence and lack of understanding has caused that problem. You said that you made an appointment for him on the 20th.
Joanna, I'm not
I would
talking
like
about
to
your
know
son. I'm
how-
talking about the family time that
Okay.
That has not happened today due to you
On the
recording.
20th of January, you've offered him an appointment, you said. Could you tell me how was he informed about the appointment?
I'm not willing to talk about that. I'm talking about your family time.
Okay.
And
Right.
I'll offer you appointment on Wednesday so we can discuss this, because family time won't be going ahead if you're not willing to accept main property to supervise in the short term. That we will cancel what we've got on
You
Wednesday
see,
to
if
supervise.
you can confirm to me that you have made that appointment, and I can see the appointment letter or an email or text, and
I'm offering
he
you,
chose
I'm
not to
offering you it
turn up.
now.
Sorry?
I'm offering you appointment now on
I
Wednesday.
want to come on Wednesday to see the children. I don't want to come on Wednesday to see you. I'll be
And
going
are
to
you
court.
agreeing for main property to supervise?
Sir, I would not agree for you to supervise, no.
Okay. So then, unfortunately, because it is Monday, it's highly unlikely that we're going to get anyone to supervise at such short notice, because
Mhm.
children's officers have refused because you've recorded them when they've asked you not to.
Okay,
and they've told
so
not
could
to
we
give
agree
consent.
on Wednesday that there can be two professional people, not you, cannot be support workers, but possibly two professional experienced social workers? Could that session be recorded? And then
No, it won't be
that's fine.
recorded.
Why not?
Because it's in expectations that was agreed. So
No,
we need
I've
to stick
never
with the
agreed to
agreement
this
that you've
expectation.
signed.
I have
Why don't
signed
you
under
sign it?
duress. I don't understand. If
Do
you are
wanna
not
go
doing
and seek some
anything
legal
wrong,
advice? Do you want to go and ring your solicitor to get
you
some
see,
advice?
I have
We've been here for
already
an
checked
hour.
that, and I
No,
have
we're
also
no
been
further forward.
informed.
We're going to have to end this discussion now. Can I just double check who is your solicitor?
The solicitor details I've given in the statement
Is that the one that hasn't actually been instructed,
Brennan.
who has now
Yes.
deleted your emails?
Sorry?
The one who hasn't actually been instructed by you, and he said that he's deleting the emails.
He has deleted
Hmm?
the emails.
Yeah, in an email that he responded to, he said that you haven't formally instructed him.
Because he said that he can take since the 23rd of March, and until then he's too busy to take on the case. So as I said to you, he will be representing me from 23rd of March. Until then, obviously,
Have you
if I need
spoken? Did you speak with him?
I have been in contact with him. Until then, I obviously can contact him for advice, but he's not formally representing me. As I said in court, until 23rd of March, I will still represent myself.
Okay. I advise you to go and give him a ring then.